Hilton, 740-599-2337.
And ready to punt it away is Northmor here on a 4th down and 12. Back to return it now will just be one, and I believe that's Brody Davis back there at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. Punt is off. Nice looking punt. Wow, backs Davis up. It's going to go into the end zone. What an incredible punt.
Yeah, he's got a boot to him.
And so Freddies will have the ball to start at the 20 with 10:50 to go here in the second quarter. Still scoreless between these two teams on WMBO Sports. And we are back up on Facebook and YouTube, I believe. So if you were watching there, just keep your radio handy in case it would happen again. We think everything's in a better situation now.
Well, poor Austin over here. He's been working his
tail
off.
I mean,
deal with all these issues.
This 5 or 6 hour shift seems like 12 or 18 to him by the time he's done.
He's doing a great job of doing everything he can. It's so hard with the weather, folks.
Fighting it. 2 to the left. In motion is Davis. Fakes it to Davis. Sipes will keep it. Runs around the right side in a little bit of trouble. Gets through 1 and now 2. He's going to go down. He picks up yardage. Boy, it looked like he was losing yardage almost, but he some way finds the way forward.
A couple stiff arms, a couple jukes. He's so shifty to make what could have been a negative loss because Northmor did great. They did a good job attacking the ball there, but hey, way to pick up a couple yards.
Shifty is a good word, and patience.
Yeah.
He shows a lot of patience when he's running through to get out of trouble. Andrew Kirshner out to the left side, split. Toombs tied into the right, 2 receivers wide right. 4 up front for the defense. Here's the snap. Sipes hands it off right up the middle and stretching ahead up to the 28-yard line, and a flag comes sharply from the sideline.
Yeah, it's a late flag. I'm going to say maybe a little personal foul.
They got a hold there, maybe?
I don't know, man.
Face mask?
It was pretty late.
So they're going to talk it over as the rain continues to, I think it's getting a little harder somehow, actually. Coming into the booth here, was waiting the flag. It is a face mask. And it's going to be a huge penalty against Northmor. And the Freddies will say, thank you very much. They'll get a first down off of it.
Yeah, well, it was about to be a 3rd and 8 situation. Just turned into a first down for Fredericktown. That's a big mistake.
Thought that flag came out a little sharp for just a typical hold.
I thought we had some
a little anger behind it.
Yeah, I thought maybe we had some words down there. Maybe someone was throwing some punches, but nope, just face masks, and probably was not intentional.
2 left, 1 to the right side wide. Here's the snap. Sipes hands it off to Toombs. And he's going to get nothing on the little counter play. So it'll be 2nd and 10. The rain has changed directions. It was coming in from like the left of our booth. Now it's coming in from the right of our booth. We literally have our computers are covered. Our mixing for the audio is covered in plastic. We've got plastic. I think we're going to end up putting plastic over top of Austin shortly.
I just hope it doesn't keep turning the way that it is, because that means we're also going to be wet.
Yes, no, it's going to get worse before it gets better, maybe. Not to complain, because we're inside, and the poor people that are on the outside are getting this double. 2 left. Here's the shotgun. Sipes is going to keep it left side around the end, and he's going to get up to the 45-yard line. Not a lot of room to move there. It'll be 3rd and long.
So again, folks, hey, our Facebook and YouTube high-definition live streaming are back up and online. They're great ways to watch. If you're trying to stay dry this evening, check it out, or stay tuned here to the radio. We appreciate having you this evening.
3rd down and 7. And thank our sponsors, including Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Utica Feed and Hardware, Starting Point of Knox County, and Griffin Insurance. And please tell them that you heard them here on WMBO. 2 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Sipes, he's going to hand it off. Roush in the backfield. He's surrounded and taken down. And that'll be a loss. And that was number 22, Fletcher Gumpf for Northmor.
Yeah, sophomore, man, he just stepped right up. He read that perfectly. And again, a battle of field position. We like to reference Jim Trussell oftentimes, but they just don't have a choice right now. You got to punt, and punt.
Yep, that's what you got to do. 4th down and 9. They will punt it away. Sloppy conditions. Two back to return it. Here's the snap. The punt is off, and it got off a little weird, but it actually didn't do too bad for what they're dealing with, up to the 34-yard line, and that's where Northmor will have it. Boy, I wish they would change the color of their markers. Looks like a flag every time.
It does.
They are orange, but they just seem like they have the same, hue or something. I don't know.
And right now with the rain, it's just hard. Everything's kind of reflecting differently. Everything looks differently. And it's tough, really tough for the young men down there in the field.
This is a game, if this game goes down to the wire tonight, is the kind of game that you will never, ever forget.
Yeah. Well, right now it looks like that's going to be the case. Still 0-0, folks. 7:41 to go in the second quarter.
Two left, one to the right side wide. Bauer with the snap. Still has a white jersey. Throws the ball towards out in the field. Leads his receiver. Good throw on a normal day. Too long on a wet day, and it falls incomplete. Because that would have been 6 right there.
No, it would have been. That would have been caught all day long in a normal conditions. Honestly, it kind of looked like the receiver, it kind of slipped up a little bit. It is really tough to keep your footing here, no matter how deep or thick a cleats you have.
Yeah. You need like 7-inch spikes or something out there.
And then you're tripping over yourself.
Exactly. You can't lift your leg. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap and the handoff right side to the end. He snuck through, gets the first down, up to the 15, down to the 45, into Fredericktown territory. That was a big run, the biggest one of the night for Northmor.
No, it's a good run. That was kind of that offensive line that we're used to seeing too. They fired out. They did a great job opening up that outside power, and he got upfield, found some daylight.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line in the Fredericktown territory. Tonight's game brought to you by Howard Hilton, Spearman Financial Services, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Here's the snap. Handoff to the right side. Campbell turns upfield, gets the first down, and Northmore's found something on that line they can take advantage of on the ends.
Yeah, no, they sure have, and you already see, there's some adjustments being made there on the Fredericktown defense. We've got to stop that edge, and then what do you do if you're Northmor? We're going to go up the middle where you got to keep working it, and that's how this game's going to go. It's the only way you're going to get productivity is on the ground.
1st and 10, one receiver left, one to the right side. Here's the snap and the handoff. Think it's Campbell. He's going to get through again. He's going to score. 10-5. Touchdown, Northmor.
This Fredericktown defense on this drive, this kind of looks a little bit confused, Curtis.
Yeah.
They're out there kind of pointing at each other. And you know what? Hey, forget about the blame game here now. Get a stop.
It was in the middle of that line that time, and I don't know that anybody touched him.
No, I don't think he was touched at all.
And so Northmor,
he read his blocks, followed it perfectly, found the daylight, went upfield, got the touchdown.
Northmor on the board first, 6-0, 7:03 to go in the first half of play. And the quarterback, A.J. Bauer, also the place kicker, and it's faked out to the right side, trying to run the ball. That is going to be Jackson Wenger, and he's going to get taken down. Freddies did a nice job of seeing that come up. So 6-0, Northmor leading Fredericktown here with 7:03 to go in the half. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
Utica Feed and Hardware offers a wide range of services to our clients. With a grain elevator, you'll be loaded up and off on your way in no time. We have formulated feed mixes for livestock as well. If you're in need of plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden supplies, we have you covered. Located in Utica at 138 Church Street, 740-892-3831. Utica Feed and Hardware, 740-892-3831.
At your Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, our pharmacists won't just fill your prescriptions, they'll help explain your medications and take the time to answer your questions. We pair the convenience you seek with the care you deserve. So if you're looking for a new pharmacy, we hope you'll choose Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, where meeting your needs will always be our #1 priority. Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy. Visit us at 14 East Main Street in Danville, Ohio. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back, everyone, to WMVO Sports. Here's the kickoff after the score, way back into the end zone, which we've seen that many times before last week against Danville.
Yeah. coach.
He's going to kick it in there anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well take the – I mean, we've seen him do it enough times. He could probably do it from the 20.
He probably could, yeah. Well, you almost, too, you say, hey, I think I would rather start at the 20 than receive that ball in the 5-yard line,
tonight.
you know.
Because you're going to try to let it go behind you anyway into the end zone if you can. And so, I'd be taking this, and they are going to do that. So the 20-yard line is where Fredericktown will have the football near the right hash mark. Rain continues to pound here from the hurricane. Came up through Florida last night. Just a horrible event that happened down there. Our hearts and prayers with the folks through Florida and Georgia and the Carolinas. And we're feeling the effects of that hurricane here tonight as they are discussing on the field. I don't know what. Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO Sports coming up at halftime. The ONN halftime show. That'll be on the radio side, and we'll, as long as the band is performing.
So what Fredericktown's
we'll
saying
have them
is, hey, that false
video.
start, we should be honored that here on this play. And looks like that's what they're going to do.
And for Fredericktown, that's an okay thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're going to be at the 30-yard line. Their own 70 yards down the field to try to get a score in, and they need it. Because who knows how many opportunities you're going to get tonight. Timeout, maybe? The officials are going to talk it over again.
Well,
Armrow's out there.
Yeah, he's arguing, saying, why wouldn't we re-kick? I don't know the rule either, Chris. So I think that would be on the kick. It
would be on the kick because it happened at the time of the kick.
Yes.
It's not a penalty after it was kicked.
Now it's different if, at times you see.
Well, if you have another penalty. That doesn't affect the play necessarily.
Yes, and that one did.
It would tack on, but this is at the beginning of the play.
Yep. So if they're accepting, it needs to be a re-kick 10 yards or 5 yards further.
So 7:03 to go here in the first half.
Getting the metal. Oh, sorry.
So we're waiting here for them to make a decision on the field. Just re-kick the thing.
That's what should happen here.
Rather than talk about it at some point, just go back and re-kick the thing.
Yeah, looking up on my phone, it should be a re-kick situation. Thank you, Google.
Because the play never got off.
Yeah.
That's part of the.
They're still talking. Very confused out there.
They could.
And the fans are kind of getting a little grumbly. They don't want to stay here
they don't want to be here any longer than they have to. That's exactly right. And kudos to the fans that did come out tonight. It's a pretty good crowd here this evening. So they're just going to put it back at the 20 and run it from there. Sipes rolls out to the right side, looks downfield, and he tries to get his man short, incomplete pass up at about the 26-yard line. Brody Davis, and they couldn't connect.
No, and, we haven't seen a completion yet today. Sipes, that's his second attempt. A.J. Bauer, who throws for 70% in normal conditions, is 0 for 4.
So Carter Mall will go out to the left side. Davis out there to the right. And we got trip receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Sipes runs to the left side. He's in trouble. He tries to get to the sideline and maybe picks up a yard. We'll see where they actually mark him over there. That play did not develop the way they were hoping.
No, and Northmor is just attacking outside edge so well. And I'm very impressed about watching them. They play to the whistle. They are going to keep following that ball. All 11 guys are going to that sideline looking, and they've got to keep that up. Fredericktown's going to have to figure out something out here to make it work. They had a good first drive. They picked up 30 yards on the first drive. It's battlefield position, and they're going to have to figure something out here.
So 3rd down and 9 2 left, 3 right. Here's the snap. Sipes is going to get it on a sprint draw. He's up across the 27. Not enough for the first down. They're going to have to punt it away. 4th and about 4. The score, by the way, 6-0. Northmor with the lead with 6:35 to go in the first half of play on WMBO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. Also streaming on on Facebook and on YouTube. WMBO's YouTube. It's a new thing that we've got out the last couple of weeks. Fredericktown will punt it away. Punter back to the 15-yard line. And 2 back to return it for Northmor. Here's the kick. Gets it off in time. Takes a weird, hits the wind and drops straight down to about the 47. On a normal night, it looked like that would have been maybe to the other 40 there. It would have been sore, but it just hit its peak and went down.
You know what's unfortunate? The first quarter, the wind direction was literally the opposite.
Exactly right.
So he's kicking into the wind this whole game.
It was blowing from left to right and literally right to left now.
Yeah, and you can see it. He's got a good leg. He gets good air time. But as soon as it reaches its peak, you just watch that ball kind of roll the other way. It's like, oh, man, poor kid.
1st and 10 for Northmor. Even though the sticks show like 1st and 11. Now they fix it. Here's the snap. Bauer in the pocket, throws left, has a man in the open. It's nearly picked by Davis. That about got through, but Davis had his hands on it.
He did. That was great coverage for Brody Davis on that. It was a good throw, good on target. Hey, they are not giving up on the passing game. They are a passing team at the end of the day.
Dance with the one that brought you, right? At some point, make the adjustments and try to make it happen because running is not their thing. They do have running. Colin Becker is able to run, but it's not their game. Pair of receivers to the right, 1 wide left. Ball near the right hash mark, 5:54 to go in the first half. 6-0, Northmor leads it with the football. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you. Here's the snap, handoff. In the backfield, it's Toombs who slams the running back down, and that was Campbell, goes for a loss of 3 or 4.
Well, that's a name that we hear often, and typically teams try to avoid running towards Gavin Toombs on the defensive end there. That was just a great play. He sniffed that one out and made a good tackle.
WMVO Sports, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Friday night lights. There is a whistle and a timeout.
Yep.
Northmor. We're going to attempt to take a commercial break here, but frankly, the system is not going to let us, it looks like. So we are going to talk a little bit more here on WMBO. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Avita Health Systems, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, of course, our title sponsor, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veterans Services, Country Court Skilled Nursing and Sojourners Counseling Services, another sponsor here for tonight. And Jared, what do you think so far in this game?
Well, as expected, this kind of favors, Northmore's offense is so explosive. Every team they've played, they're such an explosive offense. This weather does help out Fredericktown to kind of avoid those explosive big plays. A.J. Bauer throwing 0 for 5 currently. Blake Sipes on Fredericktown side is 0 for 2. Now you're in a 3rd and long situation, Curtis. I mean, it's a big stop.
3rd down and 12. A lot of motion here. 3 receivers now to the left, 1 to the right side for Northmor. The snap, throws out to the left side and swings it out there. It's caught. Yes, it's a catch, and it's going to be Campbell. And he'll pick up a couple of yards, but not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, no, it was on target. Honestly, cornerback here on this side for Fredericktown just blew that up. Sometimes you watch the defense, you say, well, why are they doing what they're doing? Well, he was designed to hit his blocker and hit him hard and blow anything up that's coming his way in the backfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So Northmor will punt it away. A night of punts, and field position so important. Northmor leading at 6-0. Here's the snap from the 40. Punt. This is a good one, man. Got a little wind to his back. up to the 6-yard line. Brody Davis, he's in trouble, and he's going to get taken down with a big hit at the 10-yard line. I don't think anybody was expecting that punt to happen again.
No, that was a rocket. I was kind of surprised he decided to return it, honestly. That thing probably would have bounced. But then again, that ball hits this wet ground. It might just stick. So could have gone either way. But tough situation here for Fredericktown. 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line.
So from the 10-yard line, right hash mark. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you here. Austin Stinnett, our producer. John Wareham on camera and Delaney Kerstetter on camera tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got a couple of games tonight. East Knox playing Mount Gilead tonight on our other Facebook game. Trips right. Here's the snap. Sipes looks down the field, slips a little bit in the backfield. He's in trouble. He goes down on the sack. Boy, he lost his footing. Otherwise, I don't think that would have been the case. Tough spot to go down to at the 5-yard line. Field position matters, especially on a night just a driving rain out here tonight.
Yeah, no, it does. Right now, Fredericktown, hey, you're looking to kind of draw out this clock a little bit. You do get the ball in the second half. It's going to be tough to overcome in these weather conditions, a 2nd and 15.
Set up. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere to go. Northmor is tightening up the middle of their defense, and that's going to be at the 4-yard line, maybe a loss of a couple of inches.
I think they've just tightened up their defense as a whole, Curtis. They are flying to the ball. Just doing a great job. Doesn't matter. They try outside, they try inside, they try pass. They're getting through that line of scrimmage, working very hard.
3rd down and 15. And a timeout on the field. 7:45 is the time Eastern. 3:14 on the clock here in the first half. The score 6-0. Northmor leads it, and we will keep it here as we cannot take a commercial break right now. And so we, you look at these teams. This is such an important night, too, for these two teams. Fredericktown 2-0 in the conference. They're only going to play Northmor once.
Yep.
Northmore's only going to play Fredericktown once. They are 2-0 in the conference, 5-0 overall. I mean, how important. And for the Freddies, I mean, over the years trying to build up, this is their chance. And a win tonight is, I don't want to say bigger than it is for Northmor, but it might be.
I would say so. Fredericktown's still fairly young. I mean, you have, big stars in Gavin Toombs, Brody Davis, of course, Blake Sipes, they're all juniors, and they've been really putting and growing together here in the game. They've been fun to watch. We got to watch a lot of them in basketball season where they had a kind of a rough start, but ended up winning the KMAC because those 3 young men, along with the rest of their teammates, this is a big change, tone setter for Fredericktown.
Here's the snap. Sipes. Shotgun throw. Has Toombs. It's caught. Big tight end catch across the 19-yard line. That's exactly what Fredericktown needed. Not quite a first down, about a yard away. Will they punt or will they go? I mean, they're deep in their own territory. They've got to punt this, right?
I don't know. Your punt has only really – they just elected to punt. Blake Sipes is like, we got this.
I think you got to punt it here.
I don't know. I don't mind that he's upset. Blake Sipes is upset coming off the field there. He wanted to go for it. Picked up some momentum, but again, probably the right call here, Curtis.
So 4th and a yard. Jim Trussell, I know what he'd say. Punt that baby. Here's the snap kick.
No.
Oh, no. It goes wild off his foot after pressure and out of bounds at about the 27. Now they're thinking, man, maybe we should have went for it, right?
Yeah, well, that's hindsight's 20/20. But
they made the right call. It just didn't work out. And he got pressure on the ball, kicking or doing the punting for Fredericktown was Junior Butler, a 6', 170-pound sophomore.
No, he got right through too. He did a fantastic job. And you're a punter, you're a young man here, and you got that ball and you see somebody right in front of you. That's intimidating. And your hands are wet, the ball's wet. That's a tough punt to make.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Northmor, and this is as big of a defensive stop in this game that Fredericktown will have. In a night like tonight, you can't afford to go down to more than one touchdown.
No, not at all. You've got to make the stop here.
2 receivers to the right side, spread evenly. 1 left on the short side near the sideline. 1 in motion from right to left. Bauer steps back. There's movement.
I think that was on that offensive front again.
That's good for Fredericktown. And that'll march them back 5.
So they end up calling that illegal motion.
Well, the quarterback was moving all over the place. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Bauer was shuffling backwards, and the ball had not been snapped.
Yeah, and everyone was down and set. And the tight end also started moving backwards as well. I think that's
2 set back wide right, really set back. In motion to the left and sprint. It's going to be Bauer to keep it left side. Up the sideline, lowers his shoulder, and he's going to go down hard by Brody Davis. About a 2-yard gain. Davis has been on fire both offensively and defense the last couple of games.
Oh, he has. We talked about him in the pregame pretty significantly. Got a timeout?
Perhaps. So 2:03 remaining here in the first half on WMVO Sports. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, Starting Point of Knox County, our pre- and post-game sponsor. Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage, Avita Health Systems, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, and Knox County Veteran Services. And so what do you think we were talking about there?
Well, you're at Northmor. Hey, you still are wanting to punch that in. You are wanting to make this a 2-possession ball game. In Fredericktown, hey, we've got to make sure we're sealing the outside edge. We've got to make sure we're penetrating in the front. The guys up front, you got to lock in right here and go into halftime. Still 1-possession ball game.
So back to the line of scrimmage after the timeout. 2nd and 13. Here's the snap, handoff to the right side. Fredericktown gets Campbell behind, but Campbell breaks like 3 tackles. He still doesn't get very far, about a yard maybe. On the pickup, it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, and I think you're in 4-down territory here if you're Northmor. Hey, let's do what we can here. Let's get a little tricky with it. Let's block up front. Starting to see a little bit of success in the passing game for both teams. They both have 1 completion.
Waiting from the sideline is Northmor. Here's the snap and up the field and a first down. And getting away from the Fredericktown Freddies tackling. And that's a big first down for Northmor.
Yeah, well, and A.J. Bauer, of course, a senior, his experience really set the tone on that one. He looked at his primary target, looked at his secondary target. Fredericktown had good coverage there on the left side. Finds the guy right over top on the right and picks up the first down. Hurry up offense here.
1 receiver to the right, 2 left. Tight end to the right. Here's the snap, handoff. Back behind the field, missed tackle, touchdown Northmor. Fredericktown let him get through there. And some missed tackles come up big for Northmor as they get 12 on the board.
Well, and that was unfortunate, too, because they had guys, make good plays getting through the line of scrimmage. They just couldn't break down and make the tackle, and I wouldn't count that on the rain. That was just unfortunate.
Northmor happy about that, of course, as it looks like they're going to go. Are they going to? Yeah, they're going to kick it. Right? No, they're going to go for 2. 1 receiver to the right side. That is Bryson Baker. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. A.J. Bauer hands it off. And nothing doing there. They will not get the 2-point conversion. 12-0 the score with 45 seconds to go here in the first half. And again, we cannot play commercials. And we will probably play the band here in the background for the halftime show. One of those nights, folks. One of those nights.
I always get really excited, though, for this Fredicktown band.
They're great.
And Northmor,
you'll be entertained, yes. And Northmor,
week,
yes.
They have a good band, too. Really good band. So that don't dismiss the bands here at halftime. And, I almost surprised the bands are they're so committed. A lot of times you see in these games, they don't come to these. It's hard on their equipment. It's hard, obviously, to march in mud. And especially to stay in perfect lines and keep your feet together. It's really hard to do, but both these bands are very committed, and that's exciting to see.
So kickoff here after the score, 12-0. Northmor with the lead. Bauer is the one with the long leg. Well, he's just a talented kid. Mm-hmm. The approach, here's the kick.
My goodness.
Long and into the end zone, and they'll get it out at the 20. I don't see any flags this time to you.
Nope.
Sometimes
nothing.
You just wonder if they don't say to AJ, hey, you know what, put it on like the 1 or 2 yard line, right?
I'm here to tell you, so he obviously has a massive kick strength, and that's really what you're coaching throughout high school. But if he can figure out directionally, and you can kind of see he's starting to on those punts. He's trying to backspin. He's trying to get to the left or the right sideline. Man, college scouts, be on the lookout. he's got an arm. He's got a leg.
So 1st and 10 for the Freddies. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right side. Spread offense. Did the rain? Wow, the rain kind of held off here for a second. So the snap, Sipes right up the middle. Big run. Finds a hole up to the 29, maybe 30. Will they give him a first down? I think they might. Maybe not. They're going to bring it back here a little bit. So it'll be 2nd and short. And with the rain not happening, you got some options here if you're the Freddies. I imagine they'll tend to keep this on the ground. We'll see. Toombs splits left. Kirshner beyond him. 2 receivers on the right side. Sipes, the dual threat quarterback for Fredericktown, takes the snap, hands it off to Roush right up the middle, and he's going to get up inside the line of scrimmage, about 2 yards on the gain.
Fredericktown's going to take a timeout with 6 seconds to go. Maybe thinking a big play. That rain just stopped. Let's dry off that ball, dry off our hands. Maybe a pass here, Curtis?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they're down 12-0. It's a rough night. You want to get a boost? Who knows? I guess we're going to see it. Could be history made here tonight. You can pull that off.
Yeah.
They really would like to be within a touchdown of Northmor. I mean, that's really the bottom line.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you would definitely like that. You're probably thinking of that. Right now you're digging into that playbook that, hey, we work on this, guys, but it's not our primary play, right? That's what I would expect here. Let's try to make magic happen here. Let's get a 70-yard bomb.
So they will line it up, 1st and 10 from the 40. 3 receivers to the right, 2 left. Sipes by himself. Spread offense. Long snap count. Did he call timeout? No. 6 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Down to 20 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap. Sipes rolling out to the right, looking downfield. No one really open. He's going to try to hit Toombs in the middle of the field. It's caught at the 47, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Score 12-0 as the Northmor Golden Knights lead it here on WMBO Sports 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. And we want to thank our sponsors again: Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center, Buckeye Stoves. Also want to thank Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage, Avita Health System, Sojourners Counseling Services, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor tonight. All of our sponsors we want to thank so much here on WMBO Sports. And thanks for joining us, of course, on Facebook, YouTube, and on 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. We are going to get you the band here and let you listen to them. We will not have the ONN halftime report. It looks like this evening, due to some technical difficulties. Actually, the funny thing about this is, and it's not really that funny, is it's not here at the site.
Yeah.
It's actually at the radio station.
Oh, really?
How that, you can't make it up. So
weather affects it.
That's right. Folks. So you get to listen to us. And the band will get started here. We'll let you listen to them in just a few minutes. Looks like they're not going to perform on the field, but on the side. And it's probably a good move. Yes. Anyway, we'll let you hear them now on WMVO.
To have and to hold. During our next song tonight, we will be playing the songs of our United States military branches. We invite all the veterans in attendance or those currently serving to please stand and be recognized as the song from your branch is played by the band. This is Salute to America's Finest. United States Army. final patriotic selection tonight is a traditional All-American March by the great American band leader and composer, John Philip Sousa. From 1896, this is Stars and Stripes Forever.
Right there. What's behind him?
Behind the keyboard,
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Andrew Hollenball, Jessica Overholt, Chris Phillips, and led by Field Commander Pink Payne and Band President Bella Crouch, we proudly present the Fredericktown High School Marching Band! Get ready for some serious rock vibes as the band cranks it up with tonight's dance chart. This hit from 1997 is widely regarded as one of the Foo Fighters' best. Get ready for Monkey Wrench! Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Fredericktown Middle School Marching Band. Tonight's combined performances will include the following selections: Seven Nation Army, Hang On Sloopy, Eye of the Tiger, and an FHS Marching Band Standard. Shout it out!
You have to start off with one, and then you can play the all four.
And welcome back, everyone, to WMBO Sports. Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. It is halftime here at Fredericktown High School, where the Northmor Golden Knights lead by 12-0 here on a rain-soaked night tonight. And Jared, before we get into stats and so forth, let's take a look at some of the scores from around the area.
Yeah, absolutely. So East Knox currently at halftime leads Mount Gilead 13-zip. Then we have Centerburg over Cardington. Centerburg is our points leader so far, and all that rain in the first half, they're up 26-0. Danville, Loudonville, old coach versus new coach over there in Loudonville. Danville's up 8-0, and they've just begun the third quarter. And Mount Vernon looking for their second win in a row, Curtis. 21 zilch against also the Blue Devils, but Zanesville.
Zanesville. Good. That's a good thing for Mount Vernon. They needed a couple of victories to build that confidence and going into the rest of the season. And, kudos to them as they are leading that one. They play I think Watkins Memorial, I think it's next on their list next week.
Yeah, I think it is. So, kind of odd. You still have the tight games that you expect to be tight. East Knox, Mount Gilead. Mount Gilead's a good ball team, but East Knox they've been running the ball so stinking well here the last couple games. Low scoring for a lot of teams here thus far. Looks like a good break in the rain, though, Curtis. I didn't want to say I'm no weatherman by any means, but I went online, and looks like we're going to have a break until about 10 p.m. So
that's fantastic. Now, you notice the scores from around the area you mentioned there, and you take a look tonight. You go into the locker room, it's raining, and you're thinking about that and how you're going to plan for that. You come out, and it's now drier. Now, obviously, the field's still very wet. Does that affect your game plan? You just talked about what it's going to be like based on what the rain was. Now it's going to dry up a little bit, and you think about how that affects Northmor throwing the ball more. Fredericktown's going to have to be ready for that.
Yeah, they are. Well, and I'll be honest with you, both sides. Blake Sipes had 2 completions out of 4 attempts. They're not much of a passing team. And they definitely weren't going to throw the rock in those kind of weather conditions. Folks, that rain was pouring earlier, literally from 3 different directions at various points in the game. But Blake Sipes, both his completions went to Gavin Toombs. He got wide open there at tight end spot. But A.J. Power, we know he's such a threat in the passing game, 70% throughout the season. Tonight so far, he's 2 of 7 attempts. And only his first pass was a 1-yard little toss, and then he did have a nice open pass there, 13-yard gain. But, yes, this changes the game completely in the air. On the ground, it does not. It is a muddy mess down there in the field. You're going to have kids still slipping. They're going to struggle getting the ball. If their hands get in the dirt, they're going to be struggling.
I'm going to say this. It poured rain the whole first half other until the very, very end of it.
Yep.
And you can see the water on the field, and you can see the mud in there. But this field is in what I think is remarkable shape for what it just went through.
Yeah, well, and you might be comparing to your last game there.
Danville East Knox last year?
Your last big rain game compared to that. Of course, the game that we had earlier in the season, Mount Vernon, it was rain, but they have turf.
Yes.
So there's no mud there. You might get some more of those little plastic pebbles around. But
well, field position now is huge. Yes. I don't know if they talk about that much in the locker room about the mud positioning, but if anybody's looking, from in the middle of the field between the hash marks from the 25 to the 40 on what's going to be Northmore's offensive, they'll be working from, is pretty muddy.
Yeah.
Less so opposite field, but it's still a little bit muddy there. So you don't necessarily want to sit down here in this 25 to 40 yard range if you can help it.
Yeah, no, you sure don't. And that first half, really, we are 12-0 here, Northmor again. But it was all about field positioning and the absolute bomb of a leg that not only the quarterback was 70%.
A.J. Bauer, yeah.
A.J. Bauer he would kick 50, 60 yards, Curtis. And we saw it last week too against Danville. He is such a good athlete, and field positioning really matters. I really did feel for the Fredericktown punt team though, because he constantly battled in the wind. Literally the first quarter, he was kicking in the wind. You'd see that ball go up, and it would stop.
And here's the different thing, too. And I think you got some numbers you're going to go into here. But this rain is different. This is not just typical Ohio rain this time of the year, blah, blah, blah. This is hurricane type rain. And so, like it swirled. It was coming from the left. Then it was coming from the right. And then it's just different. It's bizarre.
And you think Ohio, okay, most of the time would come from the west, go to the east. Well, it was, and then it went from the east to the west and the south to the north. And it was just unfortunate because Fredericktown was always battling against the wind in the first half. that should be a big difference maker here in the second half. I saw a lot of good things out of Fredericktown in that first half. On defense, they were attacking the ball well. Their first drive and possession, they were going down the field very well, picked up 3 first downs there in the first drive. And here you got an opportunity to make this a one-score game here coming into the second half that's about to begin.
And both teams are out on the field as we get set to action here. Ready for kickoff. Northmor will do the honors from the 40-yard line, and it is A.J. Bauer. Come into the game 1,000 yards. Over 1,000 yards passing coming into the night.
Does anyone want to take any bets if this goes in the end zone?
Yeah, no, especially now. This is the weird thing. Everything just stopped. The wind stopped, the rain stopped, everything just stopped. Well, the wind's still out there. It's now blowing in favor of Northmor.
Oh, that ball just tipped
ball
off.
Squibbed and the whistle, and they're going to call it back.
Yep. Yeah, the wind gust just knocked that ball off.
Mm-hmm. I just said it was real quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Jinxed it. All right, don't talk about
I'm not going to say anything else anymore. Nothing more. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Brian Cubbage and his staff, they are great. They might be busy this weekend with power outages and so forth. I don't know.
Yeah, I could imagine. Well, not only they do electric, they do a great job construction. Give them a call, folks. They are always happy to serve the community, and we're excited to have them.
Yeah, a great sponsor, and we love them to death. Title sponsors, football, basketball. A.J. Bauer will try it again. This time he's going to have somebody holding the ball. It ain't going to go nowhere. So he will approach here. Here's the kick. Good thing it wasn't Lucy holding the ball from Peanuts. And it's into the end zone.
I'm curious who all took that bet.
No one, Jared, no one. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, Fredericktown. This is a key situation for them. I think they're probably happy it's calmed down a little bit now. The wind is in their face, but, I mean, it just feels so different. I forgot how quiet it was before the rain.
Yeah. You know what's odd, too? All the umbrellas went down, and you kind of get a real feel of what's going on here. Everybody's soaked. I am seeing more people. If you just look across, more people are coming into the stadium now. Hey, it's not raining anymore.
3 to the left side. Here's the snap. Sipes, he's going to hand it off. Left side tackle up around the 25-yard line on the carry. A nice gain. It'll be 2nd down. Elijah Roush on that 3 to 4 yard pickup.
Elijah's a good shifty runner, too, out there. He does a good job. So, keep feeding him the rock. And, Blake Sipes does a good job, too, kind of reading that defense in and pulling it, keeping it, running it himself.
Freddies have a nice stable of options.
Mm-hmm.
3 receivers out to the left for the Freddies, including Lang Dalton. He splits out there. Here's the snap. Sipes drops back a couple of steps. Now out to the right side into Elijah Roush. And just a little beyond Roush's reach. He didn't even try for it there across the 27-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the pass that you were looking for. And again, yes, it's not raining anymore, but that's still throwing a lot of curveballs, especially in a quarterback position. That footwork and planting that back leg is really tough when it's slipping out from behind you. And that kind of looked like that's what happened there.
So 3rd down and long here for the Freddies. Needing a conversion, they really need to get a score on the board here. Thanks for joining us on 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. Streaming on YouTube, the new WMBO YouTube page, and on Facebook. Rolling out right side. Quarterback Sipes throws it, nearly picked off. Brody Davis gets it off the tip. 1st down across the 38-yard line, which looked very perilous. Turned out in the favor of the Freddies.
Yeah, no, that looked all bad for Fredericktown. And way to go for Brody Davis to keep his track on that ball. Bounces up, gets underneath it, picks up the 1st down. First down, Freddies.
So 1st and 10 for the Freddies. Boy, that was a break they really needed. Carter Mall, left side split. Lang Dalton out there and one more, one to the right. Here's the snap. Screen out to Elijah Roush. He gets away from him. He's going to drop on it. And got loose again. I believe that's an incomplete pass still, or no?
No, it
was behind, wasn't
it? Yep. So he threw it kind of in reverse. Yes, very much so.
So 2 near catastrophes there. The first one paid off. The tip goes in the hands of Brody Davis, then gets the 1st down. That one just about got away from the Freddies. So now they just need to calm those nerves and set up here for a 2nd and 17. Brody Davis will bring the play in. 10:33 to go here in the third quarter. 12-0. Northmor leads it.
Like you said, though, right before we come into the half, hey, that rain stopped. To kind of expect to see a little bit of different offense, more passing, and that's what we're seeing here right now.
Ball going to be placed down right in the middle of the mud. Maybe they're going to move it over a little, which would be helpful. Just a little.
Well, I feel bad for the ball boys on both teams here.
They're earning their keep.
That ball's getting switched to every play or two.
They're going to be on strike demanding pay after tonight. 2 right, 1 left.
You mean that doesn't pay?
The snap,
oh, no.
And it's lost. And Northmor says they have it, and it is Northmor ball. That's 3 in a row. Something was going on there in that series for Fredericktown.
No, that was ugly. That snap didn't even get back to the quarterback there. I don't know if it hit somebody's leg, if it got stuck in the mud. And that's where that weather earlier is still making such an impact on these teams. But Northmor, good field position here to open up the second half.
So Northmor will have it in great territory here, already leading by 2 touchdowns. Freddies can't go down by 3 touchdowns on a night like tonight. That would be disastrous. Here's the snap, counter, left side, got through, and up across the 10-5 touchdown Northmor. Northmor has seized on a hole they found in the middle of the pack. And I don't see any flags, so that will be a score. And it'll be 18-0 Northmor.
Yeah, that's a big well, and we saw this last week, Curtis. Those offensive linemen, they do such a good job here in this Northmor team. They fire out. They don't stop until the whistle. And I saw I can't make out the number. He's got a little bit of mud on him, but I saw their tackle over there. He was upfield. He had 2 guys in front of him just throwing them down.
So A.J. Bauer will line up for the point after. Wenger usually holds here. 18-0. Snap, a little high, placement, and the kick. Man, he's got a leg, and it is through. That's a gut check for Freddies. Now, this is where the mental part comes in. You can't concentrate on all those things that just happened. You got to move forward, because against Northmor, you got to take advantages everywhere you can.
Yeah, no, you do, and you have to definitely not time to put your head down. You are down 3 possessions. We know that. But you still got a lot of time left.
Yeah, a lot of time. There's a ton of time here. And it's really pulling together as a team.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Talking it out. Doing your 1/11th, as they say, right? And so the Freddies talking on the sideline here as Northmor comes out ready to kick it away. Carter Mall heading out there to return it. Brody Davis. Elijah Roush might win the Muddiest Jersey Award. Can't quite read his number. If he turns this right, it looks like a 14, but it's just a 4.
And mud just makes a perfect 1.
Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights brought to you by Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University. I want to thank our fine sponsors for making these broadcasts possible here tonight. And our thoughts and prayers with the folks in Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, all the places affected by the hurricane. Here's the kick and into the end zone. And so Freddies will have it at the 20-yard line.
Man, you do not see that very often in the K-Mac League, honestly. You don't see that kind of leg and just automatic touchback. You just kind of count on it now.
Yes, so the Freddies will take it from there. Again, tonight's game brought to you by Sojourners Counseling Services. We want to thank them for joining on for tonight. Knox County Veteran Services, Danbury Senior Living, Alumni Roofing, and Utica Feed and Hardware. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. It's a spread offense for the Freddies trying to get something to go here. Here's the snap, handoff, Roush, left side of the line, trying to find a place to go, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what flying up
I
in the
saw
air.
something flying in the air, too.
It looked like a ball at first, but I think it was mud. Oh, he's down.
He is slow to get up. Boy, he just kept bouncing off the line, trying to find a hole to get into, and they just all closed up.
Yeah.
And so the trainer will come out and talk to him tonight. Our other game tonight is East Knox. And how about Blake Elliott? Over 700 was it 700 rushing yards going into tonight's game?
Yeah, no, and he's a blast to watch. And he does if you watch him, he does a great job following his blocks, and just very patient runner. And he follows that block and finds the opening, goes upfield. He is a fun young man to watch.
Team that's also undefeated in the KMAC.
And they are still up 13-0. They got 6:45 left in the third.
Well, Elijah Roush is up here, and he comes off the sideline on his own power, so that's good. He'll sit out for a play. 3 to the right. Here's the snap. Sipes, a couple of steps back, has some protection. Looking down the middle. There's a big flag. Toombs got nailed, and the ball is thrown out of bounds.
There's a flag on that.
Good job of Sipes. I think he saw what was going on there. He's like, you know what, I'll just let them sort it out and throw it away. And Sipes certainly doesn't want to throw it away. He's had 6 interceptions, I think, this year so far.
Yep.
So, Toombs, did you see what happened there in the middle of the field? Did he just get pulled down?
Yeah, well, it looked like, he got blindsided and thrown down to the ground. There's no need for that by any means.
So the officials will talk it over.
It's probably going to be a personal.
9:33 to go in the third quarter. 19-0. Freddies trail with the football. The big flag there on the last play. Gavin Toombs knocked to the ground. And it'll go against Northmor. Fredericktown was ready to play. They started coming up, and the official's like, no, we're not ready for you yet. Waved them off.
I hope they don't take too long. That sorting out that kick earlier in the game was a little bit rough, Curtis.
2nd and 10. Waiting for the call here. Personal foul. Is that a targeting?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's a big foul against Northmor. Ball placed at the 35-yard line.
Hopefully a little bit of a momentum shift here for Fredericktown.
Yeah, they certainly want to get back into this game if they can. 1 to the left, 3 to the right, wide. Here's the snap. Sipes towards the right sideline, getting chased down. He's got to get rid of it. Has the man, Brody Davis, at the 39. It's a catch, I believe. Yeah, they will signal so, and that's a gain of 4.
I'm still surprised at the amount that they're passing here in the second half.
What's that?
I'm surprised the amount that they're passing here.
Well, I think you look at the scoreboard, 19-0. You can't waste much time, especially in a game like tonight, because you know that the clock's going to roll fast because there's going to be a lot of running. And so your opportunities are limited. Kirshner out wide left. Toombs left. Davis and one more to the right. Here's a snap. Ball is lost on the turf. Boy, that marker went about 35 yards from the official. Glad those aren't two-weighted.
He just couldn't get the handoff there. That ball just slipped out of his hands and juggled around. And look at that. We're getting a new ball to get put right back in the mud, folks.
So 3rd down and 6 here for the Fredericktown Freddies. Trying to hang on to that football is tough doing. On a night like tonight, Carter Mall and Davis will go left side split. Toombs tucked next to the line. 1 right. Here's the snap. Sipes out to the left side and back deep. He's in trouble. He slips. He's going to go down and take the sack. Couldn't get his footing at all. And the ball is down. Now, the coach on the other side is saying it's our ball, but the official said the ball was already down. And so that's at the 25-yard line for Fredericktown, where they'll have to be punting it away. 4th and about 20, about 18, 19 here.
Yeah, well, it seems like this mud is really affecting Fredericktown's offense ability. We're seeing some kind of rough snaps. We're seeing a lot of juggling and, then, of course, slipping like that.
Well, they're in that exact spot we were talking about just before they started the second half.
Yeah.
That's where you don't want to be spending time.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you don't get a lot of choice on that. Here's the snap, a little bit weird, and it's finally kicked away. Rolls across the 50 up to about the 46. Fortunately for Fredericktown, it took a Freddie roll. And Northmor will have it again. So coming up empty, the Fredericktown Freddies 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of time, but you're starting to look at how many possessions you're going to get.
Yes, no, you are. And here, hey, you got to make a defensive stop if you're Fredericktown. Hey, let's get an early stop. Let's try to get a 3-and-out. We've had lots of 3-and-outs here in this game, and Northmor is not immune to them either with the weather conditions we had earlier. So, hey, attack that ball. Make a play here, boys.
So Northmor will have the football from the 45-yard line, their end of the field. Tonight's game brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Utica Feed and Hardware, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, and Elite Preparedness. Got a pair of receivers out to the right side. Two flanking the quarterback. Here's the handoff. Right side tackle. Again, same place to the 40. First down, Northmor. There is a definite gap on that side of the line for the Freddies.
Yeah, no, and the last 3 offensive plays that Northmore's had is run right through there and picked up for big yards. 2 of them were touchdowns.
Cash Parker, the outside linebacker, picks up the tackle. He has 42.5 tackles, second leading of the team, I believe, coming into tonight's game. Here's the snap, handoff, counter again, room to run, and 6, 7, 8 yards, and a battle. It's that tackle side, right tackle side, that they have just blown up the Fredericktown Freddies on.
Yeah, you got to have some adjustments here at this point. Looks like maybe they are going to start moving some personnel around. You've got to fire out on defense. You've got to explode into there. Even if you don't get in the backfield, you've got to fire and create chaos at the line of scrimmage, and we're not seeing that.
Yeah, if the Freddies don't seal that up right now, this game's over.
Yes.
Because they have, I don't know, you probably don't have a stat on how many times they have ran that play. They have definitely found a spot. 2 right, 2 left. Here's the snap. Bauer drops back, couple quick steps, throws right to the sideline. It's caught for the first down. Along the sideline, still in bounds as the clock runs at 6:19. Now it will stop just to set the flags. First down, Northmor. They lead it 19-0.
Yeah, Fredericktown, they've really got to figure out. They had some good stops there in the first half. They've got to figure out the adjustments here to stop this Northmor team from moving.
Here's the snap.
There it is.
Hand off and getting behind the line of scrimmage for the stop. That is going to be Fredericktown's number 58, Jonathan Burns, 6'2", 240-pound senior. And that's what the Freddies are going to need. A lot of guys stepping up to fill those gaps.
Yeah, no, they sure are, and he did his job. He fired in there and made a great play on the ball.
Second down and 11, Northmor, as they talk it over, and they'll take time. Clock is stopped right now. Now it's running. Why did it stop?
Well, the ref over here kind of blew it dead. I don't know if they were changing the ball out, and there's a little bit of
Well,
confusion.
maybe they wouldn't stop it for that. Here's the snap out to the right side tackle again. Big room to run. Another 6 or 7 yards. And, man, I'd be moving whoever you got to move over there if you're Fredericktown.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you have to at this point. But hey, you're in a third down situation. You can most certainly make a stop. You got to seal that edge, though. You got to seal that edge. You got Burns in the middle. He's got the middle covered right now. Get the edge sealed.
Northmor, 3rd down and 4. They've done a nice job tonight of adjusting here in the second half and finding places they can go. One right. Here's the snap and the handoff. Right side. I think it's Campbell, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. That was a good defensive stand and a very important one. It's still, you're in 4th down territory if you're Northmor here.
Yeah, I think so, too. Although, I'll be honest with you, Curtis, I would love to see A.J. Bauer kick a field goal.
You want to see the field goal. Well, if they kick it there, he's going to be back in the mud, you know.
He is, but, man, he's got the leg for it. Come on. I was hoping for it last week.
They're going to go under center with him instead, so unless he's kicking that way, I don't think the center would approve. But one receiver to the right side. Split backs. Don't see that very often anymore. Here's the snap, handoff. Right side tackle, and a big stop by Fredericktown. Boy, that's what the doctor ordered, and they will take over on downs from the 19-yard line.
That was Blake Sipes on the tackle there. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Gavin Toombs.
So
hey, he does a great job there on that end. He really does. You should not run towards Gavin Toombs. He's going to make a hit.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Freddies. Now they've got to take advantage of this. 4:12 to go in the third quarter. The way the clock has been burnt here, I mean, you might get 3 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trailing 19-0. Carter Mall and 2 other receivers to the left side. 2 to the right. Shotgun snap. Sipes works his way back behind the 10 and throws it to the sideline, a slingshot, and it's not anywhere close to where Brody Davis could pick it up. Incomplete.
Well, and hats off to Northmor, to the guys up front. They're putting a pressure on Sipes every play.
Second and 10 here for the Fredericktown Freddies. Sorry, I didn't really mean to put my foot on your cord to yank your head down.
My head was tilted there for a second. We're kind of tight quarters. We had to make some adjustments up here because all that rain earlier.
Could have went as the Headless Horseman for Halloween. It's close. Here's the snap, spread offense. It's going to be the quarterback keeping it right up the middle, and he bounces off the line. And no gain there. 3rd down and long.
Blake Sipes has really struggled with his feet here on this field. I honestly, and he is a runner, folks. If this is your first time ever watching him, he is a force to reckon with on the ground. I'm kind of thinking, you watch the pros and they have cleats for every different field and every different situation. I'm wondering if there's some issues going on with his footwear, honestly.
Brody Davis split wide right. Roush just instead of him. A trio of receivers out to the left. Sipes by himself. Little screen out to Brody Davis. Up across the 17, 19, 20. And he's going to take a hard hit down to about the 20-yard line. And that'll make it 4th down and did he drop it?
No, he caught it. They advanced the ball.
I guess they did.
Yep.
Can I blame my glasses for making error?
Bringing the punt team out now.
Delaney's looking at me going, yeah, right. 4th down and long, so they'll punt it away here. Fredericktown being trailing 19-0. 2 back to return it. Here's the snap. Somebody jumped. That's against, I think, Northmor. We'll see.
Yeah, it looked like Northmor to me, too.
Yep, it is. They said offsides Northmor.
Ooh, but that creates an interesting circumstance. Now you
got to go for
short.
it. Don't you have to go for it?
I would think. Last time you didn't, and that did not pay off.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, you got maybe 3 possessions if you're lucky. You better take your chance here, I think. But, hey, that's why I'm in the booth and not the coach. So they're going to show punt here. 4th down and 4. Now maybe they'll try to get them to jump again. Here's the snap. Punt is off, and this one, it's going to be short. Hits at the 38, bounces backwards. And so that's about 10, 12 yards. I'm betting they'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, and he had a good punt there on the offsides. That's the unfortunate part about it. That's a tough break.
2:32 to go here in the third quarter, 19-0. Fredericktown trailing. You have any score updates upcoming?
I will work on that, Curtis.
While you do that, we'll get back to some action here. Tonight's game, Covage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Griffin Insurance, starting point of Knox County and Howard Hilton. Here's the snap and the carry out to the left side across the 35. And the tackle made. And that was Cowan Becker with the carry. Freddie slow to get up. Is that a flag or is that's not the marker either? That's a flag there, isn't it? Got a hold, perhaps?
Yeah, I think, yep. It does look like it.
So
eventually you're going to get caught.
Northmor will be stepped back for the hold. Ball will be now placed at the Freddicktown 46-yard line. 2:24 remaining. Thought this game was going to be closer. What a wild night it has been with the weather. 2 left. Here's the snap and the handoff on the jet sweep to the left side across the 45, and a big hit at the end of that play.
This Fredericktown defense, they really, we're kind of we're figuring out our ways. We made our adjustments.
And that was Brody Davis. And Brody, 5'10", 155, but he hits like he's about 40 pounds heavier.
So a couple scores here. East Knox is now up 20-0 over Mount Gilead. Danville at half, they were 8-0 at Loudonville. The weather's changed there just as it did here. They're now 22-0 against Loudonville.
Gotcha. 3 to the right. Snap is on the ground. Picked up by Bauer and tries to throw it, and it bounces. And that just did not go well for Northmor. Second down. Is there a flag? Or is that some sort of somebody's gear? See it over there? The official's picking it up.
Yeah, there's a flag. And they're talking it out.
So a minute 45 to go, third quarter, 19-0 the score. Freddies trail. Northmor has the ball. Game brought to you by Sojourners Counseling Services, Utica Feed and Hardware, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon, the host of our Monday night sports talk show, which is presented by Griffin Insurance. That'll be a lot of fun this Monday, 7 to 8.
This past Monday was a lot of fun.
Yes.
You know, Danville, Loudonville there. Of course, Loudonville's head coach, the former Danville head coach.
Ed Honebarter.
And he's always fun. And tonight, I always get a real joy tuning in there at 93.7 on the Spearman's Sports
Financial Roundtable.
Financial Roundtable. Yep. It's fun because all the coaches, all the area coaches will call in and they have a good time. They'll crack jokes and they'll talk about their game and obviously talking up their boys but it's a blast to listen to, and I'd encourage after the game to tune in 93.7 or on the streaming app, Super Q streaming app.
Penalty goes against Fredericktown. It'll be marked up to the 30-yard line. Here's a trivia question for you. How many years has Sports Roundtable been on the air?
Is that for me, or do we want to
That's
respond?
For you.
I don't. I know a long time.
Does anybody else want to respond? We'll give you a chance. You can respond to YouTube, right?
Yes, they can.
And
do,
you'll
they
monitor
can
it.
do YouTube or they can do
All right.
Facebook. I'll keep an eye out.
2nd and 4. Here's the snap. Or Facebook. Sure. Here's the run. It's a first down. That's a big first down for Northmor.
Employees cannot answer that, Curtis.
Exactly right. It's Tyler, you can't answer it. So 1:29 on the clock. Northmor trying to put a stamp on this one. 2 backs bookending the quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the snap, handoff, right side, counter, and Fredericktown all over it. Maybe a gain of a football length or something here. It'll be 2nd and long. What a game this was in the first quarter of play. And then the second quarter, and then things started to get away from the Freddies a little bit.
No, we didn't have a touchdown until the 7:03 mark there in the second quarter, and that was a 25-yard run from Carson Campbell. And, yeah, since then it's kind of been Northmor doing well on offense, and Fredericktown still trying to figure out offensively how they're going to move that ball.
3 to the left, 1 to the right side. Bauer, the snap. Looks left. Oh, he's going to go down, and he's just going to eat the mud because he had 3 or 4 red jerseys.
Well, that's that sweet spot, though, Curtis. That's that area where Blake Sipes keeps struggling. That's where they find themselves, of course, in the third quarter. And here, A.J. Bauer's not immune to that either.
3rd and about 17 here for the Northmor Golden Knights. They're going to let the clock run out. 10 seconds here left in the third quarter, 19-0. So at the end of 3, Northmor has the lead by a score of 19-0 here on WMBO. WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon, and we've got it everywhere, 93.7 HD2, 100.9 FM, you can hear it. It's also streaming on WMBO's YouTube page and on Facebook. Do we have somebody trying to answer? Anybody answer that one?
Yet.
Nobody knows it?
Well,
okay.
Let me check Facebook again. So
I should have made it multiple choice, but all right. What season? Go ahead, Jared. What are you gonna guess?
I'm gonna guess 20. I'm gonna guess 23 years.
No.
No.
Higher.
Higher.
You're kind of close.
25.
No. You want me to tell you?
Oh, 24,
How many?
24.
33. Did somebody guess it? Somebody guess 33? You did. 33.
33 years.
33 years.
Look at that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Congratulations to Austin.
Started by Dave Bevington back in 1991. And it still goes on today. Of course, Tyler Mathias, Brian Gaston have the show, and Tyler's been on that show. He was on the show with Dave for a couple of years there before COVID. And then I think he's been doing it, 6 years or 7 years? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part of it.
And they are fun. And what's cool is Brian, of course, Coach Brian, he's so connected. He coached for a long time, and he's so well connected with all these coaches. Some of the guys that call in are folks that assisted with him or played for him. Yeah. So
here's the snap, back to action. A.J. Bauer, the throw, timing around left side, but is it going to be there? No. Brody Davis was all over it, and they were just bouncing back and forth, both trying to go for the ball. Incomplete pass. So it'll be 4th down and about 17.
Kind of a slow movement out there.
Yeah, nobody's in a hurry now.
So they're going for it.
And
I think
you wanted to see a field goal from there, right?
I think AJ's got the leg.
He would, and he's got a fairly dry spot here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time he was done, that'd be about a 47-yard attempt. Or 43-yard attempt. Here's the snap. Bauer in the pocket, throws it right side, has a man. It's short, bounces off the turf. Turnover on downs, and the Freddies will have the ball.
Nope, good defensive stand, but Fredericktown, you have to take advantage of this opportunity. You really do. This, you've got the ball, you got to drive, you got to have a long drive because you are not going to see that ball very much more.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Freddies from the 24-yard line. 11:49. First things first, you get the conversion, you get the goose egg off the board, right? And you kind of do it in a hurry. If you're Freddies. 3 to the right, rolling out. Sipes looking downfield, no one to go to. He's going to throw it under. It is caught by Toombs, and he's up to the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss, actually, on the play. Of course, when he watches it back, he'll be like, I wish I would have just thrown that one away.
Well, or, Gavin's going to look at it and say, I wish maybe I just knocked it down. Northmor's just doing such a great job attacking the ball, and they've got so much pressure on Blake Sipes back there when he's trying to pass the ball. He doesn't have time. He has to get out of the pocket, and then you can't set your feet.
And in that situation, you have to snap the ball, throw the pocket, 2 steps, go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To beat a defense like that.
Yeah, you do.
Because they're just eating you up when you let that play develop too long. 2 left in motion is Toombs. Hand off to Toombs, and he tries to give it off to Brody Davis, and he just slips on the turf at the 15. Boy, he just couldn't get his legs underneath him. Just the conditions out there, and so that's a major loss on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Do we have a flag?
Who just got that reverse?
It was Brody Davis.
Okay.
So it was Toombs got the first handoff, and then he tried to flip it to Davis, and Davis
lost his footing. Do have a flag down. It was on the offense, and it was declined. Looked like a holding call.
Probably with all the change of direction and everything. Just appears honestly, like they're running out of steam.
He had one guy to beat, too, and he was trying to get shifty.
Just couldn't.
You can't get too shifty with this kind of muddy. You have to lower that shoulder and make a contact and keep those feet moving.
Austin Snett over here trying to hold the sail down. It's like being in the Mediterranean for him over there.
Do you feel like that?
No, you probably really don't. It's not very warm.
It's not sunny. It's not crystal clear water.
3 right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Sipes looks for a throw downfield. Rolls out of the pocket. He's getting flushed out. He's going to run it to the 20, now to the 25-yard line and out of bounds.
He had time there. His guys, he had nobody in a short route. Everybody went deep. Northmor covered really well. You got to still have that outlet pass for him to make, and that wasn't there.
Well, and frankly, for him, that's the time you run it because that's the dual threat quarterback, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Conditions have been rough for that because then you get, just with the mud and you get hurt. You don't really want to do that.
We are going for it, it looks like here, maybe.
Going for it. Not much choice probably at this point. Final quarter, 10-27.
They are going to punt.
Okay. Here's the snap. Punt is off. Low and driving. This one's better.
Nice
Takes
kick.
a big Freddie bounce to the 20-yard line of Northmor. And they're going to stand back and force the Freddies to down it. 10-13 to go. Some of the fans say, hey, Northmor touched it.
Actually, I've heard that on every punt. So somebody down here is very excited.
Yes, or needs glasses.
Eventually, they may be right.
That's right. It's like, like basketball. It's our ball. It's my ball. You just go out of bounds and take the ball out, right, until they tell you otherwise. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Northmor Golden Knights, who look like they're going to, unless something drastically changes here, pick up their 6th victory of the season. Week number 6. That would put them 2-1 in the conference. Freddies, boy, started off. This was a tough ball game, and this thing's got out of control here as of late. Like you said, it was 7 minutes to go in the second quarter before there was a score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 receivers right. Twin backs beside the quarterback either side. Here's the snap, handoff. It's going to be Campbell. He gets caught in the backfield and taken down. Nice defense by the Freddies. That'll be a loss of a yard.
If I'm Fredericktown, I'm really excited at this defense, how they adjusted. They forced a turnover on downs 2 drives ago, 3 and out last drive. And, hey, they're fighting here. They're trying to get their offense the ball. They just can't move that ball downfield.
So 2nd down and 11. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Elite Preparedness, Avita Health Systems, Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Utica Feed and Hardware, and Alumni Roofing. Also by Country Court Skilled Nursing and the Living Center. Apartment community. Here's the snap, left side of the line, and a push. And it'll be Northmor with a few yards on that pickup. 3rd down and long. Clock continues to run, just about under 9 minutes.
That's Northmor's goal right now is, hey, let's keep that clock running. You're getting to a spot where it's really tough to come back with 8:50 to go.
So waiting the snap for Northmor. 2 receivers on the shallow side left, 1 on the wing right. Wind picking up here a little bit. Running the clock down, 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap up the middle. The Freddies will stop this play, and it'll be 4th down. Northmor will be forced to punt from their own 25-yard line, and I'm betting they'll take every second of that clock off they can on the 40.
I was kind of watching, Fredericktown's doing a good job on defense attacking that ball, but I was kind of watching the offensive line there. What is the struggle? Northmore's offensive line has been dominant when they get their footing. That's the problem. They're not getting their footing. They're in a muddy spot in the field there, and they can't fire off. I just saw 2 of them slip back on the snap, That's a real struggle in a mud pit like that.
Indeed it is. So to punt it away, punter back at the 10-yard line. Freddies back to return it from their own 40. Here's the snap. High. Kick is off. Will they make a play on it? No. It's going to take a short bounce about the 48-yard line in Northmor territory. So the Freddies will have it again here. And I think at this point, let's get a score on the board is what the coach is saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're in a pretty good spot. Honestly, they haven't been this far since the first half. And so you're in a good spot in the field. And still expect them probably a little bit heavy on the pass still.
So 1st and 10 for the Fredericktown Freddies. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left side. Here's the snap. Sipes, quarterback, rolling out, running now, trying to find a place to run. He's across the 50. Now out of bounds around the 46-yard line of Northmor. Pickup of 4. Well, the wind is really gusting from right to left now. Hurricane. It's so weird, it's calm, and then all of a sudden you get these bursts. Austin's ready for a vacation after tonight. I can tell that. He's like, I'm ready for vacation now. We're lucky we could keep him here for the next 7 minutes. Delaney, you're up. She's looking at me going, no. Nope. 2nd down and 6. Can't stress enough how hard they've worked to keep everything on the air.
And folks, it has been a tough battle up here for these two.
Yeah. And 3, John over there, too.
John, yep.
He's in the luxury suite, though, I think, over there. Here's the snap and the throw, left side, and incomplete. It falls to the turf. And the throw to number 19, Aiden Ebersol. 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore. So 3rd down and 6. Tough night tonight for the Freddies. Northmor was a tough night for them, but they found a place on the right side running behind the tackle there that really changed the world for them.
Yeah, it was every touchdown they had was and on the ground, which is so shocking. In Northmor, they pass so often. And
Kirshner to the left, 3 receivers right. Sprint draw. It's the quarterback. Sipes across the 40. He has room. He's open to the 20. Breaks loose. He's got 1 to beat. 5. Touchdown. He walks it in.
Here's the thing. It just made that happen. But Kirshner just had a big block there, that wide receiver, and that was awesome to see.
That's awesome to see, and I know our very own Kurt Kirshner, his dad, is going to be super proud of that, as he should be. And it comes together as a team, and Sipes, well, he was not going to let them stop him. You could just see it.
No, he was bound, determined, and way to keep his feet moving after contact, too. And it looked like he was going to get brought down maybe within the 5. He just kept going.
46-yard touchdown run by Sipes. A little sprint draw there, and they'll go for 2. Kirshner out to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Sipes, shotgun. Davis in motion from left to right. Here's the snap, and there are a lot of movement everywhere. Ball didn't come. That was like dancing, like the dance from last week, right?
That was rough to watch.
They're like, Coach, we just need a little more room to work our offense here. So they're going to get it. That'll pull them back 5. I think everybody was. It might have been the fact that the center just didn't snap the ball.
Well, honestly, it could have been stuck in the mud down there. I think that's been his struggle, and it might be the way he's snapping the ball. Maybe he's.
You sound like a line coach explaining that to the head coach. You do coach, don't you?
Yes.
What do you coach?
Knox Junior High. Just had a win last night,
right.
And I do coach the line.
You coach. See, I was right. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. It got stuck in the mud, Coach. Here's the snap.
Oh, no.
It's over the shoulder. Sipes picks it back up, throws it into the end zone. Nearly caught in a pile. Incomplete pass, and the Freddies won an interception, an interference. Brody Davis down there.
I don't blame him for wanting that either. He had 3 guys kind of knocking him over. We do have an injury out there on the field.
Northmor player is down. So 19-6, the Freddies do get the 0 off the board. And I would expect an onside kick here. So it'll be 1st and 10. Excuse me, it'll be a kickoff. The Northmor player down there, as we invite you to join us again next Friday night. We'll be announcing what games those will be. Probably on Monday, as we are into the flex part of the schedule. Also, although we've been kind of in a flex part of the schedule all season, as things have changed. I mean, the KMAC has been very competitive. You just don't really know which direction we're going here, do you?
No, you don't. You don't. And this is a great game to pick. Obviously, 2-0 teams. This Fredericktown team really struggled with that weather. That was, I think, a big problem for them to get things started. But way to get points on the board. Still got 6:19 to go in the game. Defense is playing well here in the second half. And let's see if they can get the ball back quick.
So expect the onside. We'll see what actually happens here. And maybe for the first time tonight, my computer's going to work. And I might even try that, which would be helpful. So Fredericktown will line up for the kickoff. Tonight's game brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. Friday Night Lights on WMVO. Taking a lot of time here.
Yes, I know.
Come on, guys. And here comes the kick. It's going to be onside kick. It got out of the hands for a second, but Northmor will cover it at the 47.
Oh, we don't
and
need
now
that.
there's some upset players, let's say, bouncing off each other, and they'll break that up quickly. Yeah, we don't need that at this point. Nothing's going to be solved there.
Nope, you got to keep your composure. No matter if you're leading or you're down, you've got to keep your composure out there in the field.
So Northmor will have it from their own 49-yard line. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Looking to take your career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
And welcome back on WMVO Sports. And we are back in action with the computer, so that's a good sign. Now that we're at 6:11 in the football game left.
You mean the audience can now hear me?
Yes, I didn't tell you that before. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. And they missed you. No, I'm kidding. All right, so fourth quarter, 6:11 to go in the game, 19-6 after the penalties that no one really needs at this point. Northmor will have the ball deep into Freddy territory at about, 32. What are we waiting on now, possibly? Play from the sidelines. Nine o'clock, 9:09. Here's the snap, handoff, right side, across the 30-yard line, and up to about the 25.
That was that right outside edge again, Curtis.
Yep. That's Campbell. His jersey has now been covered by mud, I think, for the most part. I believe that's Campbell. That's what we're going to call him. Second down and 4 now here for Northmor. Thanks so much for joining us here on WMVO Sports. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you on a crazy weather night. Austin Stinnett, our producer tonight. John Wareham on the camera and Delaney Kerstetter on the camera. One receiver to the left side wide. They're milking the play clock. It's down to 9 seconds. Here's the snap. Drop back, handoff. Left side, Campbell. Or Becker. That's what they're going to say. It looks like Campbell. It's 23, right? Is it 23?
Yeah, that's who has the
That's
ball.
Carson Campbell, so I am right.
Okay. He's had a good game. I mean, hey, our passing game's not working here. And he's had a great game.
Yeah,
so
no,
far.
he's gotten a lot of carries. Two receivers to the left, one to the right side. A.J. Bauer watching the big play clock in front of him. He's going to let it run way down as the clock continues to move at 4:14. And it'll be under 4 minutes when he fires this one off. 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap. Handoff, Campbell again, up across the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, Northmore's just kind of having their way now with them. And, you know, they're blocking well. You still don't want to end like this if you're Fredericktown. Hey,
no.
Let's get fired up. Let's make a stop here. Let's go into next week.
Yeah, you get a
positive
stop here.
Yep.
You're at 3:47. You make a quick score. I mean, you're within a touchdown, right?
Yeah, you're still, still two-possession game.
It sounds crazy the way this game's went, but never give up. 2 receivers to the right side. Bauer. That's why they're watching the clock so close. They don't want to give them a chance. Here's the snap. Campbell again hits the line of scrimmage, and he is pulled down by the Freddies, number 52, which is Camden Clutter. 47.5 tackles coming into tonight's game. So it'll be third down
third
and about
ball.
12. Yeah. Big stop here for the Freddies, and then they got to move. 2:57 to go now.
Yeah, no, hey, big play here for Fredicktown. Hey, let's make a stop. Kind of wonder if Northmor might try the pass here, Curtis.
2 left, 1 to the right side. We'll find out. A.J. Bauer in the shotgun. He's got 1 off his right hip. Here's the snap. Handed off. Becker left side of the line. He stretches ahead, getting in the center of the field up to the 18-yard line. And flags coming in and after the pile. Wind kicking up here.
The feel in this game, honestly, it's quite negative right now. And it's no place for high school sports.
Well, they fared out. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4125. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court's residents and staff wish all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. Country Court is a Levering Management Skilled Nursing Center.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742. or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
And welcome back after sorting the fouls out there for a couple of minutes. We're back. And now it's 2nd down and about 24 for Northmor. And a big shift. 3 will shift left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Bauer dropping back. Couple of quick steps. Throws right side. Boy, that one just went nose down.
Yeah.
All the way, and it didn't go anywhere.
I don't even know how you released it like that.
I don't either. I mean, that looked like a blimp that had the weights on the front of it from the time it left his hand.
And kind of shocking to go for the pass there. Minute 54
Yeah,
left.
I don't understand that.
You know, either make them force a timeout call.
Unless they were trying to work some play and this was the point in the field they wanted to try something. But, yeah, I don't. Just run that baby out. 3rd down. Final minute 53 to go. Here's the snap, and in the middle of the field, nothing doing there. A couple of yards on the gain. It'll be 4th down. Are you going to see your field goal attempt here, Jaron?
We are going to get a timeout, though.
All right, we'll step out as well. The score is 19-6. Northmor leads it back in a moment on WMVO.
High school football Friday Night Lights presented by Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
And welcome back here to Fredericktown High School on WMVO, where the Northmor Golden Knights lead at 19-6, a minute 42 to go in the football game. And it's been all Northmor here in the second half, other than Fredericktown was finally able to get a score on the board with Sipes in a long 49-yard run, 49-yard run for a touchdown, which was done very well. Here's the snap. Bauer, long timing route to the end zone, and it's going to be short.
Oh, he kind of lost his feet there, too. He's trying to cut back and just, nope, I'm falling down.
So it'll be 1st and 10, turnover on downs. Fredericktown will have the ball in a moment on WMVO.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best.
3 right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Throw. Sipes. A bullet down the center to Brody Davis. That was as good a thrown ball as we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
He launched that. That was for, 45 yards in the air.
Yeah. No.
And Brody Davis just couldn't quite get there.
Nope, couldn't get there. He's kind of beating himself up about it, too, but it was a bomb, man. That was a great throw.
Pretty nice shot for tonight.
That's a good effort there from Brody Davis.
Yeah, it was.
He just, that was such a rocket pass. I don't know if he was going to be able to come up with that, honestly.
He could have got it, and then he was just about ready to enter the mud bowl down there after a catch, but see if they try something like it again. They would like to get another score on the board. 2nd and 10, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Here's the snap, rolling out to the right side. Sipes in trouble. He needs to get rid of it. He's going to eat it, and he will go down at the 15-yard line. But you got to do that. I mean, you're trying to scramble to get something long. You got a Northmor player injured.
I'd like to get that number. He just says his jersey's so muddy there from Northmor.
For Northmor, yeah.
And it kind of stinks too because they have yellow on, and it's tough to see with mud. Nothing stands out about their number. But he's been in there multiple times. That defensive end there.
Yes, and he's coming out, and he was mad. I don't know if he's a senior. I don't know his number because it's so muddy. But I can remember getting hurt as a senior in baseball. You get kind of mad because you know something happened.
Yeah.
Like you're really hurt. And you don't know what it's going to be. So timeout on the field will step out as well. Again, the score 19-6, 58 seconds to go in this game. Back in a moment on WMVO.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Sipes rolling out to the left side. It's a throw to Brody Davis across the 30-yard line. A catch, and that'll be a lot of yardage gained back there. Still need another, 10 for a first down, but a well-done play.
Yeah, no, Brody is an excellent wide receiver. Matter of fact, last week broke the single-game reception yards record here at Fredericktown.
And my understanding is he beat the principal who had the record.
Yep.
And it was Sipes' dad who was the quarterback. Here's the throw, and it's to Brody Davis to the 35, and he's going to get taken down, but a nice throw and catch there. The ball up to the 35-yard line.
Really cool story there of a small town here, Fredericktown, and pretty neat.
So it's time to announce the player of the game here tonight. Carson Campbell for Northmor, carrying the ball a ton of times tonight when it's been hard and heavy. And as they go on to what will be a victory here tonight, likely 19-6, unless something crazy happens here in the next 12 seconds.
You like to say you never know, but I think I know. But no, Carson Campbell had a terrific game. I think he had 2 touchdowns, lots of yards on the ground.
And Northmor will down the ball, and that's going to be it for this one. And so Northmor will stay undefeated overall and undefeated in the conference at 3-0, and Fredericktown will go to 2-1 here in the conference. And that's going to be a wrap. We'll get some final thoughts here in a moment. The Starting Point postgame show after this on WMVO.
Struggling with your emotions and not sure where to go? Or has your relationship taken a turn for the worse and you want some direction in what to do? At Sojourners Counseling Services, we have licensed therapists to work alongside you. We work with children, teenagers, adults, families, and couples in the areas of depression, anxiety, grief, life after an affair, behavioral issues, addictions, faith-based counseling, as well as others. We accept most insurance companies. Call us at 740-393-6001. Stop by our office at 111 South Mulberry Street or visit us at sojournerscounseling.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
And back here at Fredericktown High School, the Starting Point postgame show on WMVO Sports. 19-6 the final score as Northmor goes on to win this game. And Jared, final stats or thoughts here?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tonight's a tough one for Fredericktown. The weather conditions really played a factor here tonight. The rain making it difficult for them to gain any kind of traction, both figuratively and literally. They struggled to find their rhythm tonight, and that allowed Northmor to control the game. And how about our Pizza Cottage player of the game, Carson Campbell? Outstanding performance for Northmor, showing a great vision. Of course, great up front. Those guys up front, the linemen there for Northmor, just do a great job. But showed a great vision, great toughness tonight in these sorts of conditions, especially with the 2 touchdowns runs that he had in the game. Overall, Northmor adapted better tonight in the elements and deserved a win. And Fredericktown, now you're 2-1 in the conference. You still play. You just got to regroup, and hopefully next week the weather's better for you. We know they got weapons. We know they've got a great dual threat quarterback there in Blake Sipes. And just bring it moving forward here, right?
Really a game of two halves, right?
Yeah.
Tonight. So we want to thank all of you for listening and hanging with us with some of the technical difficulties, and our staff, Austin Stinnett, our producer, Delaney Kerstetter, camera, John Wareham, camera, Jared. I'm Curtis Newell. We thank you for joining us. Tonight's game brought to you by Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Country Court Skilled Nursing, the Living Center and apartment community there. We want to thank all of our sponsors, all part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Going to wrap it up for us. 19-6, the final score. Northmor beats Fredericktown. Have a great night, everyone, on WMVO.